What we got here among the mosquitoes? It's like an old tractor. This used to be a logging area back in the 1920s. So I'd have to say this is, well, probably part of that encampment. That's something else, these mosquitoes. As I've been saying, I've coated myself with off, and it just, it's kind of like in boxing where you parry something just enough to keep it off you. But just keep it at a distance. There we go. Get a good shot of that. Mr. Bigfoot, yeah. You know, aliens did that, right? Whew, boy. Tripod stuck in a branch. One of the things I've noticed is how quiet it is out here. Occasionally I'll hear something, but I mean, that's what I pointed out. Man. That's what I pointed out last week when we were filming with that production crew for the reality TV show. Was when we were in the canoe going down with Loggi through the green swamp. Didn't realize I was mic'd. I kept yelling out, "Hey!" They had a mic box on me, so I could talk. I'm talking now, and the guy could hear me from 300 feet, 300 yards actually. And he asked me, "What is there that's different?" And I said, "It's quiet. That's what's different." We had just gotten an abundance of rain, and you think the wildlife, there's a plane above me, a little private Cessna. You think the wildlife would have been excited about that, but they simply were not making any noise, just like today. I hate doing the planes here, but anyway. Okay, I don't know if you can see what's behind me here, this swamp. Mosquitoes. I'll just try to be real quiet right now, just see if we see anything or hear anything. That tends to be my approach. It's really a matter of observing. was behind the camera, spraying on more bug spray. I don't know. Did you hear it? Boom, 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 boom. I don't know. That, I believe, was gunfire. Somebody, I don't know. Second Amendment and all that. You heard that, right? It seems like I'm getting closer to it. We're headed up on the creek. This is the drier part of that creek bed. I'm following it. See where it goes. Do not have snake boots on. I'm constantly looking down. Believe me. Look at this. They're shells. Seashells. Look at those. When you stop, even though I'm coated, you just get swarmed. Absolutely just swarmed. Oh, even though I've sprayed my face with it. Sprayed my hat, sprayed my back, everything. That's the interesting old oak tree. I have a particular style that I like to employ. I worked with this one group once that they may as well have been a hiking club because they acted like the goal was to see how many miles they could put in. And that's fine. That has its place, but how about we just observe the environment and see what we can find? I don't know if you can see this on the camera. We're finally getting some rain in this area. And this is starting to flood in. I don't have the snake boots. You know, they say don't go to a supermarket when you're hungry. Don't do this when you're hungry either. I'm starting to think about food. No. Could this be? No. I ain't gonna show my camera. That looks like a little footprint. I don't. You know, something stepped there. And something definitely stepped there. See that? Gotta sneeze. Ooh. That'll scare him away. The one behind me. And this here. Probably won't show well on the camera. But you got here. Definitely something moving through, but like me, avoiding going directly into that. Okay, one of my basic rules. Man, I can't tell you how hot it is out here. One of my basic rules is I go by the theory that if I can find a spot somewhere out in the woods, anywhere, some place where no man has gone before, but if I could plant my 2 feet in a spot, I go by the theory that somebody else could have found it as well. So easily somebody could have been here. These prints are not giant by any stretch. So I can't even say they were prints. It could have been a deer kicking up the dirt. They don't necessarily leave the clean prints that you see, you know, the little hoof things, or toes I should say, but hearing that? Yeah. Yep. I don't even have boots. I set out this morning, didn't even really think I'd be doing that. Look at that oak tree. That's a nice big one. I just got my tennies on, and I don't want to ruin them by just going into that mud. I used to have my big foot boots, but they wore out. I'm just really not. Do I really need to get closer? I wish I had my boots. I'd just go right through that, but let me. Not getting onto this bank. God, I walk like this spider web. Big old hole in the ground. That's where they're all living at, man. There's like mosquitoes flying out of there. Oh, man. Oh. God, I cannot tell you. You hear these kamikazes? God. Maybe my stuff is wearing off. Please. Anyway. There's some more swamp water. This is definitely something that you want to bring. Do you hear that twig? Twig snapped over there. No, I found all kinds of shit. Yeah. I gotta rub it on my face. They're making me angry. You're not gonna like it when I get angry. There's two prints right here. Something's been mauling at this. I just hold this in my hand. I mean, this is crazy. There isn't much going on But there is a lot going on, actually. I mean, I don't do neurolinguistic programming. Donald Trump does that. There's other people that do that. See if you're with me so far. See, it's not even a sales technique, there's a persuasion technique that's taught by Tony Robbins. I have his tape series. Or actually, it was his DVD. Actually, his cassette series. That's how long ago I bought it, 20 years ago. Neurolinguistic programming is when you brand something or someone to give it the persona that you want. See, when Donald Trump was debating Marco Rubio, who's a very brilliant guy, he's our U.S. Senator, and he kept going, little Marco. Little Marco. Well, when you're 6'3" versus a guy that's probably about 5'7", you say little Marco. And what that puts in people's minds is people want tall leaders. It's just psychological. Captain of a Navy ship is probably one of the tallest guys on the boat. I mean, that's just usually the way it works out. So little Marco. Or our former governor, Jeb Bush, who was a great governor. He was a great governor. He starts to say something, and Trump immediately says, "You're no energy, Jeb. You're no energy," meaning you don't have the energy to do the job, and it sticks in people's minds. So what happens in research is that people will say, "Okay, did you hear that knock?" See, there was no knock. But if I repeat it enough, did you hear that? God, I hope the camera picked that up. So you repeat that enough, puts it in people's minds that you're out there where there's knocking. And then you can start gaslighting. Gaslighting is just repeating something over and over again, like showing photographs with circles in it, in the bushes. You know. See that Bigfoot? See it? See it? If you look at it long enough, and you hear long enough, keep hearing, there's Bigfoot there, you'll start looking, oh yeah, I kind of see it. That's how that works. It's psychological tactics. And I kind of resent that people do that. I know those tactics. I don't use them. I mean, I could. I have 50,000 subscribers if I use those tactics. People want to believe. Absolutely. You look at Billy Graham. Billy Graham can fill the Houston Astrodome with 100,000 people, with 50,000 people outside watching on a jumbotron because he's talking about the Lord, God, and life-altering miracles. If his message was, there is no Lord, there's no relationship with God, and there are no life-altering miracles, you think 100,000 people are going to show up to hear that? Of course not. People want to believe. So your job is to give it to them. But again, I don't use those tactics. I just take you out here along with me. It's too damn quiet out here. And I don't understand that with the water that's come back. There's a theory. It's not coming from me. I'm not making this up. But there's a theory among many researchers that things get quiet when there's activity in the area, when the skunk apes are moving through or something. I have no way of knowing that, but it sounds plausible. I've also noticed that when you hear almost fearful screeches from like hawks, that could mean something's going on. But anyway, let's continue. Great.